What is up, guys? Zach is back bringing you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle, this one against Aaron. I believe this is the same team I used in the last video. However, it is strong. I believe in it. Without further ado, let's bring it on. Alright, so basically, after the last battle, I had quite a few battles in between with this team, so I feel like I'm a little bit better off. He leads with his Drapion, I lead with my Sableye. I'm thinking maybe he wants to get Toxic Spikes, however I'm not running Taunt on my Sableye because I'm a derp. So instead I go straight for the Will-O-Wisp. This knockoff does a lot less than it would have if I didn't Will-O-Wisp him, so I'm glad I did. However, I do not get any lefties recovery anymore, which is kind of a shame. I go for the Confuse Ray, trying to just get the switch, I suppose. He hits himself in Confusion, which is always nice. However, it definitely doesn't do very much. He's also running Black Sludge, so kind of just negates the burn, so to speak. I know he's not going to be able to hurt me if I switch out, or he might switch out. He's either going to go for Toxic Spikes here or he's going to switch, was my thought. He goes for the Toxic Spikes, that's fine. I get a free switch out into Greninja. I'm pretty sure I can kill him after burn damage with a... I think I go for Ice Beam or something. However, he clearly doesn't want to lose his Drapion, and he definitely has a good check in the form of Goodra. I go straight for the Scald, maybe predicting switch, trying to go for burn, possibly. I hit the Goodra on the switch, definitely does nothing, so to speak, because Goodra is a specially defensive wall. Not too big of an issue. I switch into my Trevenant knowing that he's probably not going to be able to hurt me with whatever it is he wants to do. Luckily for me, he goes for the Focus Blast, and it does nothing because fighting ghosts, not really a thing. However, he does reveal that he does have the Flamethrower. I barely live it, and by barely I mean I live it pretty handily for it being super effective. However, I do go for the Will-O-Wisp just to get some residual damage off. Here, I was kind of hoping that I might be able to live another Flamethrower. Kind of crossing my fingers because of the Harvest Citrus Berry that I get here. I don't recall if I do. I think it does just enough to kill me off the damage variation, which is kind of a shame. I was looking to take it down with or at least hit with a Leech Seed, so that way he's pretty much forced to switch or just sack his Goodra at that point. However, I go straight into my Staraptor. Not really thinking what he had on his team, I just go straight for the Brave Bird. I definitely could have gone for dual close combat to take this thing out. However, I just go straight for the Brave Bird. I am indeed a banded Staraptor. So this Brave Bird does a decent amount. Definitely could have done a lot more if I was using close combat. It did, let's be honest, it did a pathetic amount. That was banded, reckless, Brave Bird, stab, all that good stuff. Just ate it up, no problem. I switch into my Greninja, kind of expecting some form of Stealth Rock, Spike, whatever it is that he wants to set up. He sets up a layer of Spikes, so now he has a layer of Toxic Spikes and a layer of Spikes. Luckily for me, he does not have the second layer of Toxic Spikes, or else things would get a little difficult, especially since Life Orb and Toxic would definitely rack up. I go for the Ice Beam, kind of expecting him to switch out into his Goodra. There we go. Instead, I get the Freeze. Luckily for me, he gets frozen, and he goes for Roost. Unfortunate hacks that mean nothing, so to speak. He roosts. I know that the next Ice Beam will definitely kill him with the damage that it did, so if he does want to stay in, he'll die. If he doesn't want to stay in, I'll hit whatever else he switches with an Ice Beam. Stab, of course, with Life Orb. And I clean out the Skarmory. He chooses to sack it, probably not wanting to switch in anything to take an Ice Beam from Greninja, because he is extremely powerful. He sends in his Goodra, knowing full well that he probably walls me. I'm kind of curious here to what my Ice Beam, how much my Ice Beam's going to do. I'm hoping that it does a decent amount, and to my excitement, I suppose, it does a lot more than I was expecting. He hits me with the flamethrower. Greninja's really fragile. Definitely goes down to it. Not that big of an issue, but I am down a very strong poke. Luckily for me, this Goodra isn't a Resto Chesto. I did run into one in a battle at some point that was Hydration, Rain Dance Rest, I think it was. Something like that. It was a very strange set. Definitely hadn't seen it before. I go for the Recover, kind of just trying to stall out the burn damage that this Goodra has. I know it only has about 2 turns, maybe 1 turn left. He gets the burn, and luckily for me, Goodra does go down with that burn. Here, now I'm kind of in a position where I can kind of do whatever it is I need to do. At this point, I'm just stacking my Sableye. I don't really want to switch something in to take a Moonblast, so I just burn it on the incoming. He gets a Synchronize, doesn't do anything because I'm already poisoned from the Toxic Spikes. He hits me with Moonblast. I die, unfortunately for my Sableye, but fortunately for me, I do get the switch into whatever it is that I so choose. Here, I send in my Staraptor, knowing that he kind of doesn't really have anything else to take my Staraptor now that his Skarmory is dead. So he sends in his Drapion. I know, definitely know that this Brave Bird is going to do more than enough to take out Drapion. Choice Banded, Brave Bird, Reckless, Stab, and all that good stuff. Definitely cleans out this Drapion. No problem. So here he definitely gets the switch in to whatever it is he wants to. He does have a Manectric, which is kind of unfortunate, especially since I don't have the... since I am banded, I don't have the ability to switch up moves, obviously. I switch into my Alakazam knowing that some form of special move is coming. Knowing my special defense is a lot higher than my physical defense as an Alakazam. He gets the Intimidate off, which is kind of unfortunate. Luckily for me, he goes for the Protect, which is sweet. I Mega Evolve, just further trying to boost my special defense, kind of hoping that I can live a hit. He goes for the... Oh, I Trace Intimidate. Not really a big deal because you don't really see very many physical Manectrics, so to speak. He goes for the T-Bolt, and I'm pretty certain I can live it, and I do, pretty handily actually. I go for the Stab Psychic, and he lives it as well, which is kind of unfortunate. I was hoping that I would kill it. Not too big of a deal. He chooses to save his Manectric. I choose to just go for a move, which would happen to be Psychic. Unfortunately, he predicts it, goes into Greninja. Dark type, obviously not having any effect. However, I do know that I carry the Focus Blast, so I was going to go for the Focus Blast. Unfortunately, he shows that he's carrying the Shadow Sneak priority move, which is definitely something I don't see very often. So I do lose my Spoon, my Mega Spoon there, which is unfortunate. However, I do run this Exploud here. I can't remember if this battle he was Scarfed or Specs. Definitely Scarfed. I outspeed, I hit a Boom Burst, and he actually lives it with, like, nothing. Luckily for me, I do know that I outspeed, I do know that this Power Punch is not going to kill me, and I do know his priority move does not affect me. And luckily for me, since I am scrappy, even if he does go first to switch to Ghost, I still hit him. Luckily for me, he doesn't. Not that it really mattered. He does die, and I take some more unfortunate poison damage. I have about 1 turn left with Exploud. Here, I know he has Protect on his Manectric, which is kind of a shame, but I don't really want to switch out. Manectric kind of had its use, or Exploud rather has had its use. I'd rather just get the free switch into whatever it is that I need to, rather than switching it in to the Protect, which is not really that big of a deal. I'm not trying to get like 6-0s or anything like that in my battles. Here, I do know that a Quick Attack, Banded, and Stab and all that is definitely more than enough to take out Manectric. More than enough. Here, he brings in his Gardevoir. I'm kind of hoping, I'm like praying, please be able to live like 1 hit. This Quick Attack does a lot of damage, definitely not enough to take out a Gardevoir. Praying, please just live 1 hit. 106 damage, and he does 106 damage, which is a shame, as Straptor was my last thing. However, it was a great game from Aaron. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a fantastic game. Like, comment, subscribe, do your thing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.